saying the incantation and he'll just pop up. Like, and yes, before you ask, I'm still in my pajamas. Just... I just spent like 10 hours of my life binge watching this, so you guys better appreciate this. No, really, I kinda enjoyed it. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina follow the story of a young girl named Sabrina that lives in a town called Greendale, and she lives a happy, normal high school life with her friends, her boyfriend, except that she's a witch. I'm really glad they went with this version of Sabrina. I think it's much more interesting than the lovey-dovey, harmless one we all seen. This episode, I kind of had the feeling that it was set in a different decade, like the 50s. Most of you know that old film they were watching at the cinema, and their clothes that were practically very 50s inspired. But then one of Sabrina's friends just name dropped Black Panther out of nowhere. I was like, what? Yeah, then I understood when this is said. For the most part, it's competently shot, nothing very interesting in the direction. The one thing that bugged me a lot was that choice the director made with the blurry edges effect that was very jarring, and it just took you out of it. It was like his thing of showing how a magical thing was happening. But yeah, the CG effects were not good, like nada. I wanted more practical things, and the effects really did remind me of Doctor Who, but that can be a good thing, right? Except when they did one thing you should never ever do: a CGI bird.
You nervous, Ambrose?
It was birdemic all over again. Just put a normal bird in the window, for fuck's sake. The acting is not Oscar material. I mean, Miranda Otto and Lucy Davis were really good as the ants. Like, they stayed in character, and they were side characters, but they were like the soul of the whole thing for me, because they were completely and utterly nuts. Yeah. What I really didn't like is when everyone just threw information at us, like just blatantly made a whole speech about information that were supposed to be shown through this whole thing, this whole series. And like at some point in the first episode, one of Sabrina's aunts is like, yeah, your father was the headmaster of the school and the high priest. I was like, I feel she already knows that. Like, you're just telling me, the audience, the information. Or like some other character starts talking to the bird and she actually tells us who that bird is. Like, no one else is in the room with her. She's just monologuing like, and that is my bird, my familiar, him, whatever. Who does that actually? I'm more of a show don't tell person. Like, you could just send Sabrina somewhere and she opens a book that says her father's name and like a high priest. Lots of characters really feel like tropes and caricatures of that trope. And I do feel that they did try to subvert it with Sabrina in particular, but I don't think it really worked because I actually expected what they were going for. So let's just say that Sabrina and her friends had the worst and simultaneously the best cinema afterwards conversation group. That friend of hers, Rosie, needs to chill the fuck down. She's one of those persons that just go into the movies, see the movie and come out with some deep interesting meaning for a shitty slasher movie. She needs to chill. Actually, they really laid it on thick with all the messages about feminism, about patriarchy and about faith, and I think sometimes it worked, but other times it was really cringy and the plot did drag out for a bit. Like, I mean, if you have seen enough witchy supernatural dramas or even cartoons, you've seen that. You know where this is going. You can predict where this will eventually go. And sometimes I find it very bothersome. I find it very Like sometimes I could just say whatever the character was about to say, and that pissed me the fuck off. I just have to say, what were the writers thinking when they were writing certain parts? I know I was not supposed to laugh, but I found them hilarious, and I just laughed out loud. I'm just gonna say spoilers for this little part, but they gave Sabrina's friends powers that were practically plot devices. But then I remembered, this is created by the creators of Riverdale, so never mind. They were trying very hard to be edgy about everything, and I feel they were very aware of it, and I think this series will piss off a lot of people that probably after seeing the trailer shouldn't be watching this, because I mean it is kind of obvious where this was going. So I'm gonna give the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina a 3.5 out of 5. It's an interesting watch, at least, and it's fun because you can shut down your brain and just watch it, especially if you're not easily triggered, if predictable things don't bother you much, and if you like that kind of stuff, I suggest you guys watch it. And comment down below to tell me what you guys thought about it. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit that like button down below. If you want to see more, just subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.